Hi, I'm Sonia and I help people take their power back. If you're interested in working one-on-one with me and want me to call you on your BS, all my coaching information is in the description below. I also go live here on YouTube if you want to come hang out and ask me your manifestation questions. And be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. In this video, I want to talk about the concept of I am enough. I know I've talked about it. I know a lot of coaches talk about it, that a lot of, or all of, or most of your problems come back to this belief that you are not enough. If you've ever heard of Marissa Peer, she's a hypnotherapist. She did a talk for Mind Valley that you can find here on YouTube, talking about how in her 30 plus years of experience working with clients from all walks of life, the most consistent problem that people have is feeling or believing that they are not enough. I have spoken on this before. Like I said, a lot of people will tell you, like, this comes from you thinking that you are not enough. But I don't know that I've ever come across a video that has spoken on the ways that you can catch yourself telling yourself that you are not enough. This was something that I started telling myself I am enough, and I know that belief has taken hold, but looking back, I can see where I was telling myself I wasn't enough without realizing that that's what I was doing, if that makes sense, because it's just like, oh, tell yourself you're enough, that you're more than enough, and that you're wanted and chosen, and all of those kind of go together. This kind of goes with all of those topics, but what does that actually look like in your thought process from day to day? And this can come up in a lot of ways and applies to fucking everything. But if you are telling yourself anything, I am not smart enough, I am not pretty enough, I am not talented enough, I could never be good enough at this skill, that all comes back to you feeling like you are not enough in some way, that something is better than you are. You are God, you're the operant power. What the fuck is better than you? And I got this comment from somebody when they first commented about how they don't know if they trust that their SP loves them. And I'm like, well, you either do or you don't. And we got into a discussion of, well, you don't think you're lovable, you need to start telling yourself you're lovable. Well, I'm not lovable because I'm not pretty enough and I didn't do anything to deserve love. And I told them, you're lovable because you exist. And they didn't believe me. You are enough because you exist. You are enough because creation is perfect. You are perfect. These fuckers who come on here and who have held the belief that, oh, I'm imperfectly perfect or all that shit is fucking ridiculous to me. You are God, you are the operant power, this is your fucking experience. The world, like nature, works perfectly. You are a part of nature. How can you not be fucking perfect? The only reason is because you tell yourself that you can't be, that you are enough in some way. Like I said, this shows up in so many different ways, and it comes back to the video I did on limiting beliefs. If you don't feel that you are enough in some fucking way, in any way, that is because you are putting that limit on yourself, and you have to be proven right. So the only reason that that is true is because you have chosen that experience. All of this is you. Your limits are in place because you continue to accept that they're true. And until you decide that they're no longer true and you can let it the fuck go, meaning you decide, I no longer want this to be true, and I'm going to keep telling myself that this is now true. I am enough. I'm pretty enough. I'm the most beautiful bitch on this planet. Everyone compliments my beauty. I am so fucking smart. I always know the answers. I could get any job doing anything I want because everyone loves and adores me and I learn things so quickly. Whatever it is, You are always creating your experience. You're always choosing your experience, and you are more than enough because you exist. You are perfect because you exist. You are lovable because you exist. You are worthy and deserving because you exist. The only reason that all those limits are in place and all that shit doesn't seem true to you is because you've decided that that is how shit is, and that is who you are, and that I'm a fucking liar, whatever the fuck you're deciding to tell yourself right now. I know it's uncomfortable to hear that when you don't believe that shit about yourself. I didn't used to believe it about myself, but I chose to become the person who does believe that shit. You know how I created those beliefs? Through repetition of deciding that that is how shit is and what was true. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light.